Hey y'all, and welcome back to another episode. It's your spiritual bestie, Big Taj, and today we're going to talk about spring cleaning. And the reason why we're talking about spring cleaning is because today, March 18th, actually starts the masculine cycle. And I've talked about the masculine versus the feminine cycle before, but this is basically us moving into this activity period where we're starting to gain our energy back after coming off of winter when we were the most asleep that we've been, right? So it's a really great time for you to make sure that you are letting go of the old and ushering in space for the new, because where we are in our cycle is at a transitory period. Okay, we're moving from this resting cycle into this cycle where we actually will have more energy to get things done. Okay, now I will say the first 2 days of this cycle until March 20th, we're not going to have the energy to do what we need to do because of what's happening astrologically. However, after March 20th, the sun moves into Aries, and Aries is innovative. It's entrepreneur. Aries has a drive. It doesn't take no for an answer. It really wants to conquer things. It wants to get things done and get them done now. It's very impulsive. It's very, fast acting energy because Aries is ruled by Mars, right? It's the planet of war. It's the planet of getting shit done. It's the planet of passion and enthusiasm and all of the things, right? So it's really great for new beginnings. But in these first 2 days, first you have to get rid of the old so you can make space for the new. Okay. And that's why we're going to talk about spring cleaning. Now, I ain't talking about no regular 10-minute tidy type of cleaning. I'm talking about you need to get to the nitty gritty. Get underneath your bed, move your couch, wash your windows. Okay. Wash your doors front and back because your doors are portals, and portals are ruled by Saturnian energy. Okay. A lot of these elites use Saturnian energy. Y'all don't understand that Judaism and Christianity are Saturnian religions. Okay. So make sure you get your doors front and back. You need to wipe them down. Get your baseboards. Wash your clothes. Any clothes that are in your closet that you haven't worn in the last 6 months, get rid of them. Any clothes that in this last cycle that you was sitting in and you was depressed because you broke up with your person or you lost somebody or whatever it is, get rid of them. I don't care what the sentimental value is of them. They hold energy. Okay. Also wash your walls because your walls hold energy. Okay. Make sure you vacuum your floors. Make sure you get behind the sink. Make sure you get underneath the sink. Clean that, organize that. Okay. Fold all your clothes. Throw away whatever is no longer serving you, things that you have not used. Okay. And once you get that space spick and span, I need you to sweep and mop your floors. Sweep from the back of the house to the front of the house. And then get you some creoline, which is going to be able to get out the stagnant energy, or some Florida water. Okay. And you want to mop your floors the same way from the back of the house all the way to the front of the house. Okay. And mop out of your front door. Okay. And once you have completely cleaned your home, now it's time for us to bring back good energy in your home. So get you some sage, because some sage is going to help you to clear out the negative energy. Open your windows, sage your entire house. Get up in the corners, get underneath the bed, get underneath the couches, like sage everything. All right. And then you're going to light some Palo Santo. Palo Santo helps bring positive energy back into your space. So get you some Palo Santo and make sure that you Palo Santo your space. And then you're going to light an incense, because my mama told me that locks everything in. So light an incense. Okay. I use patchouli because patchouli is good for opening up the throat chakra. But not only that, it's really good for getting rid of negative energy. Same as sandalwood. Sandalwood is really good as well for those things. But get you some incense, and you can even make your own incense, make your own candle, set your intentions over it while you're making it, put some crystals and some herbs in it. I did a whole entire episode on herbs. So go back to that if you have not seen that, and you can make your own. But whatever it is, you want to bring back energy back into your space. Okay. You also need to get you some air purifiers if you don't have them, because low vibrational energy comes through stagnant energy, meaning energy that's not moving. If you have air purifiers in your home, you're pushing air through your home so that it can get the energy moving. Okay. It's purifying the air in your home. All right. So that's something that is also important. And if you have air purifiers, make sure you change the filters. Okay. Also change the filters in your home if you have not changed the filters in your home in a long time as well. You can literally pull that out. If you ain't got the money to get some new ones, pull it out, run it under some cold water, let it sit out for a second, and put that back up there. All right. Don't say I ain't never told you nothing. So then you want to do that. But then I also want y'all to make a simmer pot. Okay. A simmer pot is basically a pot full of water, and it has fruits, it has herbs, it has all kind of things in it that kind of help bring balance back to your home, abundance back to your home. Okay. And you've probably seen these everywhere, but I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how I make my simmer pot. Okay. So first and foremost, you need water. All right. You want to fill the pot up with water, but the type of water that you use is important. Okay. If you're looking for cleansing and protection, you want to use rainwater and you want to use seawater. Okay. If you're looking for like a peaceful environment, an environment that is safe, you want to use lake water. Okay. If you're looking for positive change, you need river water, because if you think about a river is always running. It's never slowing down. It's constantly moving. So it has no time to be stagnant in any area because it's constantly in flow. So river water is going to bring positive change into your environment. If you want new beginnings and transformations, you need snow water. So if you're in a place that it still has snow water is really, really good. Also ice water. So if you have icicles or anything hanging from your house, pull those down, put those in a cup, and ice water is good for transformation, creativity, and purification as well. And then if you want money and well-being, you need port water, meaning like a place where boats are coming in, like a harbor, a port, anything like that. Get you some water like that. And that brings money and well-being, because if you think about what's happening in port water, they exchanging goods and services. All right. Use your noodle. Okay. So those are the waters. If you don't have any of those waters, fine, use tap water. Okay. You can use storm water, but storm water is going to amplify anything that you're trying to do. So if it's a really bad storm that's coming your way, which I think a lot of y'all down south are having this weekend, go and put like a canister or something outside so that you can collect the storm water, because storm water helps to amplify anything. Because if you think about a storm is chaos. Okay. A storm is clearing the way for new. All right. So that's the water. Now, I did a full episode on herbs and what each herb represents. I would go back to that episode, but I also found this website called Green Witch Living, and it's a blog, greenwitchliving.com. And she actually posted some simmer pot recipes. So I'm going to give you her recipes, and I want y'all to go check out her page as well if y'all have time. Okay. So if she wants like a calming effect, she puts lavender, rosemary, and chamomile flower into the water that you're boiling. If she wants focus, she uses orange slices, rosemary, vanilla bean. For love, she uses lemon balm, lavender, chamomile flower. For prosperity, she uses cinnamon sticks, chamomile flower, vanilla bean. For protection, she uses apple slices, cinnamon, and clove buds. For purification, lavender, lemongrass, and rosemary. And if you're trying to uplift your space, she uses orange slices, lemon balm, and lemongrass. Now, I actually use a combination of all these things. Usually what I'm putting in mine are orange slices, okay, rosemary, cinnamon sticks. Every single time, cinnamon. Cinnamon to me means money. Cinnamon to me means money, baby. And I need that money, honey. All right. Y'all know me. But clove as well, because clove is really good for protection. Clove is good for a lot of different things, but clove is really good for protection. So orange slices, apple slices, cinnamon, clove is usually what I'm using. Okay. Period. Straight to the point. That's usually what I'm using. So yeah, make yours however you want to make yours. Also go back to that video where I put the herbs and what the herbs basically are used for, because that can help you make a pot that's more specific to you. But I would be bringing abundance back in your home. I will be bringing positive energy back in your home. I will be clearing out the old and making space for the new. Okay. Which can happen through one, simmer pots, because simmer pots, again, you are pushing that energy up into the air. It also can be done through you cleaning your home. And I know I already did a full video on how to clean and clear and shield your home, but spring cleaning is a little bit different because you want to make sure you take your time. You washing out your trash cans, you cleaning off surfaces that have not been cleaned in a long time. You getting up on that fan and you getting that dust off. Like, You need to completely reset your home. And then I would, after you do all of this, right, I would lock your doors and lock your mirrors like I taught y'all in the previous videos. Okay. Now is a really, really good time for you to let go of the old, create space for the new, because nothing new can come in if all the space is taken up by the old shit. So get rid of everything that is no longer serving you. If you have not worn those shoes in a long time, throw them away. You don't need them, or give them to the Goodwill. A lot of my stuff I've been given to the Goodwill or the Salvation Army, and that just makes me feel like I'm doing my part, because they still really good clothing. It's just that I don't wear them anymore. Make sure you replace your bras, you replace your panties, you replace your drawers, your socks, right? Replace your toothbrush. Okay. If your towels smell like mildew, or if you've had your towels for a long time, replace your towels. Like, you need brand new, fresh energy in your life. Okay. And cleaning your home, your space is the start. Okay. Once you get all of that done, lock your doors, lock your mirrors, close your windows. Okay. I hope this information was helpful for you guys. Again, starting March 20th, we are going to get that renewed energy where we start to wake up, where we'll be able to realize our dreams, where we'll be able to go after the things that we actually want in this reality. This year is huge on processing and letting things go. So you should have kind of been doing this already, but now is a really good time to hit it hard, because you actually have this energy to get things done, to figure out what you want in life and actually direct yourself into all of Aries season. Use that energy to your benefit, because Aries is a very fast moving, go-getter type of energy. And it's a great time for you to plan, for you to figure out what your steps are, for you to take action on those things as well. Okay. So I love y'all deep. I hope y'all enjoyed this information. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you have not already. And until next time.